Thank you, Yasser. We are here with a man that needs absolutely no introduction, the 13th world champion and the patron at the Grand Chess Tour, Mr. Garry Kasparov. Garry, first of all, welcome back to the show. We haven't seen you since Romania.
Now, long time, yeah.
Tell us a bit, what have you been doing in those last few days?
I flew from Romania. I just, one event in Europe, so in Switzerland. Then back to America. It was, a few very busy days, and then flew here, to Poland. So life is busy. Mostly this, of course, it's interviews and all the events they are related to politics, to Ukraine. But there's always room for chess. So and for other things like machines, decision making, AI. So I never suffer from lack of attention.
Absolutely. Let's start with the beginning. Yesterday we had an amazing opening ceremony. Tell us about your first impressions of that, as well as round number one.
Look, I think it's very natural to have a big event in Warsaw now. Poland is now a chess powerhouse. It's not just young Richard Duda. It's an overall rise of interest for the game. I thought it was, it's a great location. We know that Superbet has been trying and very successfully to set up new standards for organizing events in Europe. So we know that St. Louis now had its standards, but I could see now, and everybody can see that Superbet is doing absolutely everything to make sure that Europe will be on par with America in paying respect and homage to the game and the players.
Tell us a bit about this partnership. Superbet is a new partner for all three tour stops here in Europe. Tell us about that and the development of this new partnership.
Look, we know that Superbet has been founded by Sasha Dragic, a former chess player. And it was a purely accidental meeting I had with him in Bucharest, having one event. It was a dinner. And then he called me and said, probably I could do more for the game of chess. Superbet was rising, it's getting bigger and bigger, and with Superbet growing in size, so the appetites to support chess also growing. So it's a match made in heaven. I think we had probably one of the strongest chess sponsors in history. Somebody who played at the master level in former Yugoslavia, and now is very happy to see how chess is being promoted. Of course, their area of interest so far is Eastern Europe, but I believe it could be expanded, and I think that the European segment of Grand Chess Tour is safe for many years to come.
One thing that I really love seeing whenever I come to the opening ceremony of these tours, as well as the rounds, you see a lot of young participants in the opening ceremony, in the simuls. What is the impact that this tour has on those young aspiring players?
Look, it's a part of the philosophy of Superbet, but it's also part of my own promotional philosophy. It's the combining the Grand Chess Tour activities with Kasparov Chess Foundation activities, and Superbet now is very aggressively pursuing the chess educational programs in Romania. So I think it's just a matter of time before they succeed in putting chess in Romanian schools, and we could see that's in other countries like Poland. So it's not centralized, but in many parts of Poland you already have chess programs, and these two trends they have to work in synergy. So you need public interest, you need kids getting into the game to offer incentives for sponsors, but also you need them for to find talent. So it's a self-sustaining system, and Poland probably is now it's most likely it's still a leading country in Eastern Europe, but I will not be surprised to see Romania also catching up soon. And then again, this is when you have few countries just making so much progress. I'm sure the others will try to also to catch up.
In this tournament, we have 6 wild cards, and once again, the emphasis is on youth. How important it is for guys like Kirill Shevchenko, David Gavrilescu to play against the best chess players on the planet at this stage in their careers?
No, I think it's a very natural choice because chess is getting younger, one of the problems of Grand Chess Tour or many events of that type was that we had the same faces, moving from one place to another. It's like like a circus, and having young players, they may not be at that yet at that level, but it just offers them an opportunity. So that's the way to bring them in and just to train them, but also it creates more excitement because it's people like to see new faces. So we still have all usual suspects, but it's great, we have Kirill Shevchenko and Vishanand, playing in the same tournament. So I'm really, really happy to see that, we are now here just, bringing the players who are generations apart.